On this episode of the Carolina Sports Guy, we're coming back and talking again about the Carolina Panthers. Preseason, training camp, we're going to look today at the position of running back. Before we do, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, folks, please do. It doesn't cost anything. Pound that like button, hit the bell notification to be notified of future videos on the Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, Charlotte Hornets, and major college sports in both North and South Carolina. And folks, leave me some comments. All right, folks, today I've kind of already covered and we've looked into the tight end position with 6 guys, thinking we'll probably keep 3, maybe 1 guy on practice squad. We kind of looked at the wide receivers, and 13 right now on the roster as we speak here in July. And probably where we're going to probably keep 6, could do 7. Maybe stash someone on the practice squad, maybe 2. Today I want to kind of focus on the running back position. Now this is a running back position I think we've actually gotten stronger. Now, the biggest need we're going to have at running back is if we can keep number 22 healthy. That's going to be the key more than anything else. But I'm going to start this list today, and I'm going to go back from the guys who probably are definitely camp fodder and not making the roster, building all the way up to number 1. So if we've got 8 guys at the running back / fullback position, leading all the way up to number 1. All right, number 8, guys. We're looking at a guy, it's a rookie we brought in, and basically we're looking at these rookies. We'll see what we got. You know, you can carry so many people into camp, and you got to give some guys a rest who are the veterans. And I definitely don't think this guy's going to make it through the first cut, but you never know. Some people can surprise, and it is good to get these guys that come into camp battling for position, and it is their dream. They're just trying to sit here and see if they can stick on the roster. And number 8 is going to come in, South Dakota State rookie, Mikey Daniel. I believe his name is Mikey Daniel. It might be Mickey, but I think it's Mikey Daniel. I don't really think that this guy is going to make our roster, but like I said, is he going to be number 8 cut? You never know. This guy might go all the way, and maybe he'll be a practice squad candidate if he can outperform some of these other guys who are on the bottom of the roster at running back. So we'll have to wait and see. Number 7 is another rookie. And I kind of gave him the notch up because I've heard a little bit more about him because of the close proximity of him playing college ball in the Carolinas. And that's Darius Clark, running back out of Newberry College in South Carolina. Now, I don't think he's going to make the roster as well. But like I said, it's his dream. You bring a guy in like that, if he shows a little bit of flash, you never know what'll happen. I mean, folks, remember the fullback we had in Brad Hoover from Western Carolina? I'm sure when he first got signed, not many people saw him making the team. And this is a guy who become a fan favorite and played for a few years for the Carolina Panthers. So you just never know what'll happen. You got to give these guys a shot. But right now, I got him not making it out of training camp. That's Darius Clark, number 7. And number 6, I got an asterisk by number 6, folks. And there's a reason. This guy from Wisconsin. First glimpse I got of this guy was in the Duke Mayo Bowl in Charlotte when Wake Forest played Wisconsin and lost. He's a fullback. Mason Stokke. Stokke. I believe that's how you say his name, Stokke. Big fullback. He was honorable mention all Big Ten his senior year. He's also academic Big Ten All-American. So the guy's got some brains behind him. Hey, he scored a few touchdowns this year. I believe 1 or 2 were rushing and like 3 or 4 were through the air. And I know the 1 touchdown he did score against against Wake Forest, he caught one out the backfield. He caught a pass and scored. And he actually had a game. He scored the opening game against Illinois this year on a touchdown. And he had a passing and a rushing touchdown against Michigan when Wisconsin played Michigan in 2020. Now, I don't have him making this roster. He's number 6. But the reason why I've got an asterisk, if Tommy Tremble, who's going to be our tight end / fullback that took Alex Armott's place, if he was to get injured, or let's just say he had, not even significant, let's not say he's lost for the year, let's just say he's got a nagging injury where he's on IR and can't perform, we might have to look at a guy who can do some blocking. So his possibility to be on this roster is definitely higher than the previous 2 candidates I mentioned. So I've got him at number 6. If Trimble does his role and does it well, I don't think you're going to see Stockey make the roster. He's somebody, though, if we could, I could see a team in need of fullback picking him up. And I would not even be surprised if he become a practice squad candidate, maybe. I don't have him in either one right now. I don't think he'll make the team. But because he's the lone fullback on the team, minus Tommy Trumbull, like I said, because we know he's making the roster, and we know we've got him penciled in at tight end. That's why you just have to keep an eye on him, just because of the position he'll play. Now, top 5 is where we're getting the guys that, you're definitely going to keep. If they're not going to be kept, especially 3, 4, and 5, there's not a lot to separate guys number 3, 4, and 5, folks. As a matter of fact, some people who I have at number 5 might have as high as number 3, making the roster. So the next 3 guys I mentioned, some people are going to have them on the roster. Some are going to have them on the practice squad. Some people are going to have them, not making it, barely not making it. Now for 3, 4, and 5, I've got one of these guys making a roster definitely as the number 3 back. 4 and 5, I've both got, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, on the practice squad. But depending on the depth or what happens, you never know who gets cut. You never know if we need a much needed position like offensive line or defensive line or, even a receiver that we might only stash one away on the practice squad. So who I have number 5, I do have on the practice squad, but will not be surprised if he's cut. And number 5 I have is Trenton Cannon. He's the 4th-year player out of Virginia State. Now, there was a while he got in some games last year, and I know as we had Mike Davis and he got hurt after McCaffrey was hurt, this guy came in and played, admirably, played well, had a few nice runs. I want to say one of them was against the Washington football team. Might have been against New Orleans the last game of the season. But Trenton Cannon played well. I do have him on the practice squad. But like I said, here's a guy that can bounce from making it the end of the 53-man roster to being on the practice squad to not even making it at all. Now, number 4. I also have number 4 on the practice squad. I don't know if he's practice squad eligible, but I don't see why not since he's been on the league for 3 years. And that's the guy from Louisville he he scored for us in a game before. That's Reggie Bonifant. A lot of people think Bonifant should be number 3. I feel he's the 4th best running back on this roster. Now, will he make the roster? I don't think so. I think we'll carry 3. I think Bonifant will be practice squad. I could even see another team grabbing him over a practice squad. But there's even a small chance he'll be cut and won't be signed by anybody. So we'll go from there. But Reggie Bonifant, I got him as a number 4 guy being on the practice squad. Now we get to our final 3. Now, final 3 I've got making the roster. And number 3 is going to be the one that's going to be some controversy. And the reason why I say controversy, because I know many of you out there, leave me some comments, do not have this guy as our 3rd best back. Some of you guys got him at number 5, not making the practice squad, being cut. Some of y'all got him number 4, making the practice squad. And some of y'all might feel like myself. He'll be the number 3 back, and he will be on the roster. And that is Rodney Smith, the 2nd-year man out of Minnesota. He was a rookie last year. He impressed. In fact, I was like, man, where's Bonifant? Or when we were looking at Trenton Cannon, I bounced back and forth between these two. Just like tomato. But right now I'm looking at Rodney Smith and thinking he's, from what we've seen out of him, from early talk about him, from Rule, I think Rodney Smith will be our 3rd back. Now, we get to the final 2. The guys that we know, unless they're injured, or unless something happens in their life where they commit a crime, they're going to be the top 2 running backs, and there's going to be no questions added. And these are the 2 definitely going to be dressed on Sunday, and they're going to get in the game. Number 2 is a rookie we drafted out of Oklahoma State, Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard, we got him, I believe we got him in the 4th round. Very excited about him. Should have went higher. I think we got a steal here, folks. And I think to save McCaffrey, we need to at least get this guy about a half a dozen touches a game. Hey, McCaffrey gets nicked up, or if Hubbard gets on a hot streak, there's nothing wrong with feeding this guy. I believe we can even test him out in the backfield, see if he can catch the ball well. But I like his game. He's going to be the number 2 running back. And of course, folks, without a doubt, unless the man gets injured, and hopefully it won't be like last year when a man only played in 3 games, but yet in the 3 games scored 6 touchdowns, 3 passing, 3 receiving, Christian McCaffrey from Stanford. He is I couldn't believe it when I looked at all these 8 guys. He's got 5 years NFL experience now, and nobody's got more than that on this roster, from 4 to 3 to 2, till we're basically looking at 4 rookies. So Christian McCaffrey, I definitely see him having a big year. We need to get him share the rock with Hubbard some, but hopefully Sam Darnold would catching the ball at the backfield from him more. And with the offensive linemen we've got now with a couple of rookies, hopefully they'll pave a path for McCaffrey to get some of these touchdowns he's been stoning on the 1 and 2 yard line on. Okay, folks, what do you think of today's video? Leave me some comments. Pound that like button. By all means, hit the bell notification to be notified of future videos like these. And don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And we'll see you on another episode of the Carolina Sports Guy.